welcome to the Met scene. Now you're going to perform in the Merry Widow. Please tell us who you are and who you play.
You can start.
I play Baron Mirko Zeta, or Zeta, whichever way you like to pronounce it. He is the husband of this lovely lady, Valenciennes, and as you notice, she's much younger than he is. And unfortunately, she's having a little bit of a fling with a Frenchman. And Baron Zeta really doesn't know much about this at all. In fact, he's the Pontevedrian ambassador to Paris, and I'm wondering why he was made ambassador in the first place, because he doesn't seem to know what's going on, not even in his own household.
No clue.
And it seems that every other character on stage is one step ahead of him all the time.
Especially his wife.
Exactly. Exactly. And not even at the end, when he's had self-explanatory evidence put in front of him, does he actually believe that she may have been unfaithful.
That's how you make an opera.
That's,
yes.
Isn't that love,
yes.
loss,
yes.
death? There's no death in this one.
No.
Not yet.
And ignorance.
That's not.
Ignorance.
No, let's not go. No, let's not go there. No. He's a likable man.
He is.
He's a very likable, very trusting man.
And Valenciennes is it's probably like a father, sort of an older man thing for her. Don't you think?
That's why she married him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
and
she married him.
And for security too.
Well, for the title.
For the title.
That's a good one.
And he looks after her. Yes.
Okay, now you tell us about who you are and who you play.
Okay, well, I'm obviously the wife of this lovely man. And Valenciennes, I think, is probably, my feeling is that she's actually been a grisette at some point. So she's been an escort. And she's obviously met this gentleman at some point. And so she's lower class and been enticed probably by the money, but also by the security and the love of someone, because being an escort, you sort of hand it over to different people. That's my feeling. And she's in love with a Frenchman. Very much in love.
Is she in love with the husband?
I think she loves him different. I think she loves him for him, but I think she's in love with the Frenchman. Yeah. And the Frenchman has no money, but he's the best looking man in the.
Yes.
That's what we say.
Okay.
He's the best looking man. Yes.
Yes.
Certainly
Best
helps.
dressed.
Best dressed.
So
no money.
The next question is going to be tricky.
Okay, go.
How are you similar or different to the characters you play?
Oh, God.
Look, I work on a definition, is that you only ever play yourself within the given circumstances of your plot.
That's
I mean, you can't really ever play anybody who's different from you, otherwise you're suffering from bipolarity or schizophrenia.
Okay.
So I'm always myself, working within the circumstances and the time period of the character I'm playing. I can work with that, because I know myself better than I know anybody. And I can translate my feelings about the situation the character finds himself in very, very easily and convincingly. Well, yes, but sometimes you have to play against your own character. Sometimes I play...
So in what way are you playing against your character in this?
In this production, well, by being such a gullible fool. I'm not in life quite as gullible as Baron Zeta.
Not quite, but just a little bit.
Look, I'm a trusting person, but not as trusting as Zeta is. He seems to be oblivious of circumstantial evidence in front of him all the time, and every other character on the stage seems to know what's going on.
I have to say that John has kind of made a specialty out of like comic, like basketball.
Yes. Oh, I specialise in playing dirty old men, psychopaths, drunks and monks.
Yes, so you're good at it.
I'm good at it.
Yeah,
I don't know how many serving wenches I've chased around operatic living rooms, and I never catch them.
You've got a book, right? You've got a list.
I've got a list.
Okay, she's on the list, right?
Yeah, she's on the list.
Okay.
Tiffany's been on the list a couple of times.
I have. I've done it a few times as well.
We've been in a few.
All right, Tiffany, your turn. Tell us.
Well, I don't think you can actually play Valenciennes without actually having a bit of that personality. But in saying that, I am married and I have a child in real life.
Okay.
But I'm a bit of a butterfly. I've always been like that, haven't I?
Yes.
I'm a bit of a
it's on video.
showgirl. Yeah, I know. No, it's true. It's true. I'm a showgirl. I started off as a dancer. So I actually am a showgirl in a way, and it's been sort of dropped into opera.
What kind of dance? perform?
I was a tap dancer.
Tap dancer, I love tap.
Yeah, tap
Yay.
dancer. So, I've done can-cans, not the original ones where they don't
Yes.
wear much clothes, but I've certainly done them in the past. But
So how did the opera come?
How
The singing?
I was in a car accident, actually,
Oh.
at
Oh.
16, and
So
I damaged my leg.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, I survived. I crossed my legs at the last minute, and I didn't lose my legs.
Mm.
So I was very lucky. And I auditioned for quite a famous person who's now passed away, Brian Stacey.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and he said to me, the voice is too big for a role at the time, but I'll give you a teacher. So I was about 16. Yeah, that's how I started.
Any regrets? The dance and
Oh, I miss the dancing.
you miss the dance.
I do miss the dancing.
Yeah. But you do get to do a lot of dancing here.
I do. I get to do some dancing, hence why I love this role. Because I do, as I'm getting older, I tend to do more serious
Yeah.
roles. But this is kind of what I'm good at,
Well, I don't.
unfortunately. Or fortunately.
The last time I performed Merry Widow was about 4 years ago with Opera Australia, and I was doing a rehearsal, and one of the stage crew came up to me and said, "Oh, Woody, you're not kicking your legs up as high as you used to." And I said, "Well, what do you expect at my age?" I said, "One has to slow down a little
A
bit."
little bit,
Yes.
yeah.
Are you from Australia?
Yes.
Which part?
Sydney?
Sydney.
Yes.
I lived in Perth for years.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Tiffany's from Australia.
And I'm from
too.
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Oh,
Yeah.
good. At my house ago, right?
Yeah.
It's a bit rusty.
That's okay. That's okay. That's
Did you have a
okay.
good weekend?
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Thank you.
I love it.
I need to practice.
One question. John, you've done 2 other productions of Merry Widow before.
That's right.
So how is this different from the other 2?
Look, in the previous production, for example, Baron Zeta was very aware of what his wife was doing. But he defied anybody else to say anything about it in front of him. So he was a little bit more aware. But with this realisation, of course, he's not. And
we're a bit more intense. The Valencian and the Camille character are actually
Yes.
much more intense. You see it a lot more. They normally underplay it in
Yes.
other shows. They make it sort of fun, but we're actually very intense about
Yes.
it. So you can really see the love
That's fun. That gives you more to
Well, it gives you more
to show.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
It
good.
does
Yeah.
sound
The
like
only-
a more. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it does sound like a more serious.
It is serious and it's very
Serious.
sad. People will probably cry. There's some really sad moments in it. I mean, it's a happy show, but really, when you talk about love, loss, and it can be very sad.
curious thing is that both women, both the widow and Valenciennes, are both literally married for money.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the widow's husband died within 5 days of her marrying him, and she inherited all the money. But Valenciennes is stuck with Baron Zeta. He doesn't have any plans to pop off at any time
No.
during the show.
No.
And of course, he is ambassador for what could be a bankrupt country. So she may not finish up with anything but a title at the end of the day.
And
But-
lose her lover too.
Yes, well, both women have actually married for commercial reasons rather than for love. But the difficulty I was going to explain earlier was the fact that every time I performed Widow, as it is with Die Fledermaus of Johann Strauss, somehow people come up with different words from the original German words. This is the third script I've had to learn. And even though I did the first production, I don't know how many years ago, must be about 10 years ago,
Yes.
the old words from that production are still...
Operetta, opera, sung through and dialogue and all that. So, how do you find that different for you as a singer? Because in operetta, you have to shift the gear for speaking, and
I don't, and I don't think
Yeah.
John does either.
Yeah.
We speak and sing from the same
Yes,
part.
mechanism,
We
yeah.
actually use the same sort of breath control
Yes,
Yeah.
and virtually, I mean, singing is just simple speech on pitch.
on pitch. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
because
what we say.
because I remember Joan Sutherland having mentioned that it's difficult to have to speak in an opera because she shifts the gear to do it.
Yes.
I
Some
think
people
that-
do.
Depends on
Yeah,
the
no.
people's voice production.
Yeah,
Well, dialogue can be more taxing on your voice than singing.
yeah, definitely.
In fact, I had a situation a few years back where I was doing the performance of Papa Chamon in Traviata in the afternoon and Zeta in Merry Widow in the evening.
Yeah.
Now, if it had been the other way around, I'd have refused to do it. because I found that with Zeta and the dialogue was more taxing on my voice than Papa Jamon was in Traviata, where it was all sung. So I think that all singers do have to be careful that you don't overdo it.
So,
dialogue is concerned.
so there is a difference, you know.
There is a difference.
Well, I will say with respect, most tenors speak up like that. You know, they're a tenor. And then you get the basses that sometimes speak with what I call acute bassitis. I'm agreed. Everything's down very low.
When it's
no, yes, you do get that sort of thing, but that's an affectation. I think to try and speak in a voice that's not your own naturally.
No.
I think this whole topic of using different ways of speaking is controversial and different and interesting and
Well,
something interesting to discuss.
So well, coming back to this production, what has your experience been like so far?
It's been great. It's been great to come back. Woody and I haven't worked together for a while now. Yes. So it's great for the two of us to come back and do it again. A little bit more mature, but that's okay.
Well, it's your first time performing in Singapore.
It's our first
both
time.
of you, yeah.
Well, for me,
and also definitely with this company.
With this company, it's our first time. I came here 20 years ago with the musical Cats, and we played in the Kalang Theatre. And it was an old aircraft hangar, and it was an enormous, gigantic place, not entirely appropriate for an intimate musical like that. But we had a good season here, and I greatly enjoyed it.
You have a favorite opera or composer?
I have a few favourites actually. Mine's a very eclectic mix. I like La Boheme, but I also like Nixon in China. Some really, and then musicals, and then dances. I'm very eclectic about what I like, and then pop. I love pop. I do.
I like music that has anything to say.
Yes,
I don't like music or words that just fade away.
No ABBA for you. There's no ABBA for you.
No doof doof.
Oh, no doof doof. No doof doof. I mean, to me, that's elementary, basic music. That's sort of primitive music, and I wouldn't say that I really like that in any way. Back to the operas, I probably agree with Tiffany. My favourite opera is La Boheme. I played Marcello, Chonard, Alcindoro, and Benoit.
And I've done Rosetta and Mimi.
Yes.
Including a tenor. Rodolfo.
No.
Why we should see this opera?
Wow, it's got everything in it. And you've got to come for the showgirls and the gorgeous chorus.
Oh, the chorus here
Beautiful
are just
singing.
outstanding. They're wonderful. Such vivacity in their singing. They sing from the heart. And that's wonderful to see. Both Tiffany and I have said in rehearsals how wonderful it is to hear a chorus singing with so much life in their singing.
And we've also got amazing other principals too. Yes.
Exactly. And it's been a thorough delight, and I've enjoyed it. The production is sensible. It fits the music beautifully.
Beautiful costumes.
The music in The Merry Widow is the thing that is extraordinary. I mean, there are at least 9 melodies there that you'll go out of the theatre whistling.
Yes, it'll be in your head all night.
It's just extraordinary.
But it has something for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not straight opera. It's got everything.
How are the grisettes?
I think they're going to be very gorgeous.
You think so?
He hasn't seen them
I
yet.
haven't seen the
You
whole
haven't
of
seen
the,
it?
the routine.
That's a surprise.
Yes.
So while she's running off with you know who,
Yes.
you can run off with.
No. What is the gris? Well, I let it be known in a little conversation I have with Stephen as Niego that I've been to Maxime's. I know the girls because he's going low, do, fru, and I'm going. You haven't seen that yet, but I'm letting it be known that Zeta is just yes, he knows. He's been there
in a special way.
Yes.
So I have to do some something here. All right, The Merry Widow is on from the 24th to the 25th of October.
And 26th at 3 p.m.
And say again?
26th
And 26th
at 3 p.m.
At 8 p.m.
3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so one afternoon show on Sunday.
Oh my God, you got to work real hard.
We do.
That's right.
Okay, so it's 20% discount for 4 tickets, for every 4 tickets. And you got the codes. Promo code is MADSCENE, when you're buying from Sistine.
Right, so capital MADSCENE. So just key this in at Sistine or quote this to the when you buy over the counter, and you get 20% off for 4 tickets. Sure.
And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Nice talking to you too. We've had a great time. We've enjoyed
Great.
ourselves.